Hello, Aquarius. I hope that you are all doing well. What I'm seeing in the pre-shuffle was Knight of Cups and Six of Wands. So what this means, and I'm also seeing Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. When we have Knight of Cups, this is about us mobilizing the way that we feel about something. So you touch base with what it is that you're feeling, what's going on within your heart, what's going on intuitively for you. And then because it's a Knight, this is about taking action in alignment with that. So we feel like we're allowing that energy to flow through us in the moves that we are actively making. Having Six of Wands can indicate that it was maybe you had to overcome something difficult in order to do this. Six of Wands is about success. It is about triumph. It is about overcoming something challenging and difficult. And then seeing the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck, this can be something where you feel like totally connected with yourself because this is the move that you're making. Because Two of Cups, before it's about your connection with another person, is going to be, am I doing this in a way that's congruent with me, within my relationship with myself? So this is ultimately about making a move where you feel like you are merged and cohesive with yourself rather than making moves that feel like it splits you apart. This is something where you can feel that sense where you feel like you're integrated with yourself and especially what it is that you're feeling, and that your moves are reflective of that. And because it's the Two of Cups, there can definitely be a relationship involved for some of you as well. I'm seeing Temperance. First of all, when we have Temperance, it indicates that something is going to be a process. We have Six of Cups coming out next. So this can be, maybe you're working through stuff having to do with your roots. Maybe you're working through stuff having to do with your past. Maybe you have worked through those things and maybe you're moving in a direction where there's something that you are building, creating, establishing on the emotional front that's going to be connected with the type of experience that you would like to have, maybe some type of connection that you want to be having. I like to see Six of Cups sometimes as, if we're talking about the present implications of it, it's going to be a time where you feel emotional reciprocity with what it is that you're doing, with who it may be that you can be connecting with. Because we have Temperance, this is something that can take time to build. Like, if you want things to be nice, if you want things to be sweet, if you want to feel a sense of emotional reciprocity, sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it is a process to feel that. You know, like if you want to be in that place, whether it just be with yourself or it be with another person or it be with something that you have going on, it takes time to build. You have to begin with the Ace and then the Two of Cups and then Three of Cups. It has to build up to the Six of Cups. And that's something that takes time until you develop that sense of familiarity, connection, and reciprocity on the emotional front. And some of you, I'm seeing Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So maybe you had to do something difficult or you just went through something really challenging and you may not totally be feeling the most. Six of Cups is when we're in a situation that feels really pleasant and really nice and really enjoyable. If you just went through something like this, you may not immediately be feeling like that, but having Temperance there says you're going to get there. So just remain hopeful here within this. Is something that's coming through with this Six of Cups, it's that saying about, what is it, like stopping to smell the flowers or smell the roses. That's definitely a sentiment that's coming through with this. But with Temperance, it's saying like you may not be totally feeling that right now, but this is the direction that things are going in, if you'll allow for that. That's what you want, right? Six of Cups is just those all-around nice experiences and nice exchanges that you have that feel pleasant and sweet and comforting. And I'm also getting something here about there not being a rush on things. This A lot of stuff is coming through connected with this Six of Cups. So I'm seeing this as being the process that you're going through right now is going to lead you to the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is like, there's nowhere that I need to go. There's nowhere that I need to be except for right here. And I am really enjoying being right here in the moment. And there's stuff that's going on that really does make it enjoyable for you to be having that experience, because it's just something that's kind of working with what you're looking to connect with. And we also have the Ace of Swords here too. So this can be maybe a breakthrough of some sort. It can also be a realization that you're having about this as well. Maybe about what your priorities are. And maybe too, I don't know, was something going on that was maybe the opposite of the Six of Cups for you? If we have something that's the opposite of the Six of Cups, it's going to be like tension, it's going to be fighting, it's going to be turmoil. And that's not to say that sometimes situations aren't like that, because they are, but this can be shifting your focus to say, I want to be focusing on things that feel nice, on things that feel kind, on relationships that feel like both of us are showing up. And so there's this feeling of like mutual care and love and attentiveness, and just like things that feel nice. There being a sense of support even. So yeah, maybe there's something going on where you're having a realization about that, where you're like, I'm having an epiphany here. Like, this really is what I want to be experiencing. Maybe for some of you too, you had a nice experience with somebody that maybe made this obvious to you, where you're like, I want more of that. And how can I kind of focus on things in that way where that is what I can be putting my energy into? Because Two of Pentacles is like, what are you giving most of your energy to? Are you giving it to nice things like this, or are you giving it to other things, and then those are the things that you're building with in your life? So this can be telling you more about what your priorities actually are, what you want to be prioritizing, and it can be things like this for you. So whether you just had an experience that, I feel like you had some type of experience recently that may have clarified that for you. Whether it was something nice or something not nice, it's going to like tell you what you want or what you don't want. Because we can have situations that we're in that allow us to realize, I want this, I want to create more of this within my life or have more of this experience. Sometimes we learn by being in an opposite situation that is saying, I don't want to go this way, I actually want to go that other way over there, and it will send you right in the opposite direction. And you can learn by either of them, because we live in a land of polarity here in 3D. So whether it's reinforcing something that you want or don't want, it can all inform you more of what you do want. Now, I'm seeing Seven of Wands coming out, but it's coming out reversed. And so I would say maybe you're not pushing this away anymore. Seven of Wands coming out reversed can be, maybe you were being kind of defensive before, maybe you still are a little bit, but you can be dropping the defenses now. See how this person is kind of on guard? Having Temperance there can be like slowly but surely you can be dropping that now. You could have been kind of up in arms before. And because of this happening here where you're letting your guard down, you can mentally be open to this realization now as well. But yeah, maybe it was something, I don't know what it was. Like maybe you were being protective over yourself or something, but it also could have been keeping you from what you wanted to be connecting with on a deeper level. Like maybe you weren't letting something in that you wanted to experience. That can be part of this too. Having Temperance there, I wouldn't say that this is totally dealt with. I'd say you're in the process of dealing with this. Like maybe you're learning how to let your walls down. Like maybe you're learning how to drop in a little bit more. Maybe you're learning how to be more receptive to what it is that you feel and what it is that you want. What it is that you like even with Six of Cups. Because that's like when our heart really does feel connected with something that we're experiencing. Maybe also you're making connections to your past too, of like why you would feel this way. Yeah, I'm seeing Seven of Swords coming up. How do you like sabotage nice situations? Because Six of Cups is going to be the stuff that we like, but then that Seven of Swords, there will be ways that we don't allow ourselves to have that, ways that we take that away from ourselves. And this can even be stuff going on in your head too. And this can be fear as well. I'm seeing the Devil on the bottom of the deck. So it can be where you're actually really scared, but you swear that you're not, and then you're ruining nice moments that you could be having, connecting, spending time enjoying, being in a place of love. And that Seven of Swords, it's like all the ways that we get twisted up within our heads and don't allow ourselves to experience the things that we really want to be experiencing. And so, yeah, maybe this was just something you were doing before, but I'm seeing you, even though I feel like you're not totally through this, I feel like you've recognized some really important things here within this. Because having Temperance connect with Seven of Swords is like, I'm still working with my shadow, and I'm still realizing things, and I'm still coming into a place of awareness that sometimes I fall out of, sometimes just to come back into. So this feels kind of like working that. So you're doing shadow work here with this. I want to say again, this shadow work that you're doing is specifically something that steals your joy and steals your happiness and like ruins good moments for you. Where having that Six of Cups is like things that you actually, if you weren't dealing with this, it's like you would be connecting, there would be vulnerability, there would be reciprocity, this would be really nice, you'd be having the exchanges that you want, just feels really pleasant, like dreamy. But having that there is the thing that stifles that and takes that away, so you don't get to experience it. And it can put you more in your head and less in your heart as well. And there can be something, having the Devil there can be something that's connected with fear that this is related to for you. So it can be something going on within your shadow that in some way sabotages this. You know kind of what this energy is feeling like to me? It's like when something is actually like nice and enjoyable and we like it, and then running in the opposite direction of that for some reason. And King of Cups is the last card that we have coming out. Yeah, this is definitely an epiphany that you're having on the emotional front for sure. Because King of Cups is that part of us that really has a deep understanding of what's going on, of what we're feeling, of like also how we're showing up and managing ourselves and why we're doing what we're doing. Am I reacting or am I responding? And am I doing so in a way that I like? And is it yielding the results that I want? Or am I just reacting here and then getting results that I don't want, but I have no self-control? So that can be something as well. And when I say self-control, I mean more so from a place of, there's a difference between being mindful versus just reacting to your ego or reacting to your shadow. And so this can be a time of major emotional clarity for you, major energetic clarity for you. But before, like having this be here, I wonder if before you weren't open to this, because maybe something was going on. Maybe something is still kind of going on where I just feel like this has to do with you having defenses and you having walls and having that Devil there. It feels like, I don't know if the ego is threatened. There may be some type of fear about something here, but that fear is the thing that keeps you from what you want, from what you want most, from what you would like, from nice moments like this, from these types of experiences. You know, now I'm actually remembering too, when we were before in the pre-shuffle, seeing the Knight of Cups can mean like maybe you're doing something now that's going to allow you to have a nice moment. Like maybe now you're following your heart in a way that you weren't open to before. Because this can also be too, like, this is going to be Shadow King of Cups energy that you're having to work with within you. And even though I'm seeing you having a breakthrough with this, the type of stuff that this can be is like not being honest about the way that you feel. This can be avoiding dealing with things, pushing down your feelings, running away from them, escaping. saying I can't get involved because I can't handle that, when actually you want to be involved. Because King of Cups is when we're in a place where we really are honoring the way that we feel and we're taking action. Like, you recognize you want to connect with somebody, so you let yourself connect. But that Seven of Swords is all the stuff that takes those moments away. And so whether this be something where you were like actively maybe sabotaging something here, whether it be a nice moment, a situation, a relationship, or this was more so getting so caught up in your head that you're not in the moment experiencing this nice exchange. I'm definitely seeing this be a big moment of clarity that you're having, but only because you're feeling open to it now. Because before, I really get that you may not have been open to seeing this before. This could have been something where you were like, I put the wall up and I'm not going to be taking it down. And now something is going on where that's shifting. I don't know if like something just like penetrated you emotionally enough. Let's actually see what the catalyst is for this. Because what turned things around? Because I do feel like something turned things around. Maybe you've just been reflecting. Maybe you're more open to things that you weren't open to before. Like maybe something just felt too scary. I feel really, really like having the Devil on the bottom of the deck when the Seven of Swords came out feels really important, because there may have been something about this that the reason your shadow was popping up is because this brings up some type of deep fear within you. What was the catalyst for this? Letting go, surrender, maybe needing to end something, maybe needing to give something up that's out of alignment. When we have death, it's going to be a purging of some sort that is meant to happen. And this can mean too that you're psychologically and spiritually going through some type of shift right now, and that now you can be seeing things that you weren't seeing before because something is changing within you, because something is evolving within you. Death never comes through and asks you to hand over things that are relevant to your story. Death comes through and says, it's time for you to give me that, because it's not meant to be part of your story anymore. That's the only reason why this energy is activated. If there's something that's meant to actively be part of your storyline, death doesn't come through and like it doesn't just come through without discernment. This is a very ancient and powerful energy. It will only ask you to hand over the things that you need. You've like outgrown it. And so it's coming through and taking it because it has no use for you anymore. You don't have any use for it anymore. You've outgrown it. What are you going to do? Keep trying to fit back in there? It doesn't work. So death comes through when it sees, like in that moment, as soon as you've outgrown something, death will come through and say, hand it over to me. And then you're exchanged something else that then fits for the time that it's going to fit. Sometimes for a long time, sometimes for a short time, but that's how these types of cycles work. When you hand something over, that also informs you receiving something else. It's never just stuff gets taken away from you, but you can get in a tug of war with this energy. It's like somebody trying to grab something out of your hand and you fighting and being like, no, but it's like you're fighting for something that doesn't even fit anymore. And when you can zoom out and see that, things start making a lot more sense, and you see that this is actually an energy that is helpful to you. This is a benevolent energy, but we can fear it when it just hasn't clicked that something doesn't fit anymore, that we've outgrown it. But yeah, we have our own reasons for that, right? Like sometimes we don't want to outgrow something even though we have. We keep trying to stuff ourselves back in there. It's like trying to go back into the cocoon. It's like you're not really going to fit back in there. You're going to have to like find somewhere else. It's just this type of thing. So I think being able to welcome death in this way can be something that it really changes the game. And it's something that you're learning at this point. You're evolving. This is a sign of growth. And this is why growing pains exist, right? Like growth can feel painful sometimes just because we are letting go of what we don't need. And when we are so identified with our attachments, that can be really challenging to do. So this is about also taking that step back too. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.